Morning, everyone. Morning. How are we? Here we are. Hello. We're back. Um, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. We have been away for a week. If you only watch my basketball stuff, and a lot of shit's gone down in the last week. Ben Simmons and KD will be back soon, probably the start of March. Um, Kyrie Irving, the mandate possibly could be lifted. Um, Goran Dragic is now a Nets. Javon Carter is no longer a Net. Rejoice, Nets fans, for Javon is no longer a Net. What else has happened? Yeah, the mandate. There's a bit of positivity surrounding that because that could easily be lifted very soon. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on in the last week or so. Bembry and Carter are now members of the Bucks, so could we potentially see them up against the Nets in a couple of days' time when the Bucks take on the Nets? So yeah, but hope everyone's doing well. Let's just have a look at the chat messages because I usually rock up immediately as I'm about to start the stream. I don't really hang around like 5 minutes prior, but yeah, we still have Dragic, KD, Kyrie, Ben Simmons, and someone else out. Um, what's the prognosis on Kevin Durant? He's close. I think Steve Nash said he's closer than Ben Simmons, so you can expect him to probably be back for Nets Toronto. We play them twice in a row at the start of next week, so you can probably expect to see those two in that time frame. Ben Simmons could be another week away, another week and a half away, but KD, I have a lot of faith that he will be back soon. Yeah, and hopefully that mandate lifts ASAP. Should be right for the playoffs, but in terms of, you know, what was I saying? In terms of like the next month or so before the playoffs, I think it'll be fine. Drummond is okay. I'm pretty sure he's playing. Yep. There was another name that's missing, but I'm not sure who it is. Dragic, Simmons. Oh yeah, Dragic is the other guy. Dragic, Simmons, Kyrie, KD. Oh, and Joe Harris. Yeah, the usual culprits. Um, you know, Zevix. Thank you. I'm happy you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're doing well, mate. I think Ben Simmons will be good with Blake. The spacing will be really whack, but yeah, I think they're looking to test Ben Simmons in a power forward position. Amazingly, because that's actually his natural. But I think he was practicing like floaters with Kyle Korver yesterday. If you don't know, Kyle Korver is a coach at the Nets, shooting coach. So if there's one guy that's probably gonna turn Ben Simmons into a 3-point shooter, you can probably bank on Kyle Korver making it happen. Drummond is okay. Yeah, he's, as I said, yeah, he's all good. I hope Aldridge shoots and makes 2 to 3 3-pointers. Possibility, but low possibility. He doesn't really take that many a game. If he usually takes 2 to 3 3-pointers a game. He never really takes more than that. He's a pretty low volume 3-point shooter. But the game is about to start in a few minutes. Usually it starts a little bit later when it's on national TV. Thanks to everyone who tuned in nice and early today. Obviously, when the channel was a little baby and it was like less than 50 subscribers, you start a stream and you got no one in the chat. But this early on, and we got 6 people. So thank you to those who are here nice and early. Loyal supporters, have to say. So thank you to those checking in. Nets need good defense on Tatum. Well, last time this team played Boston, we had none of our big three. We didn't have any of that Sixers depth that we've just acquired recently. And we got flogged by 35. Javon Carter was our top scorer that game, mind you. And then the game before that, when we played Boston, I think we blew them out. But that was with the entirety of our big three. Obviously, the big three playing at the same time was a rarity, and that game was the epitome of what the Nets can do if all the big three are healthy. I'm just going to check. Yeah, so last time we played them in November, or the first meeting in November, we beat them by 19. And in that game, Marcus Smart was the Celtics' top scorer with 20, and for the Nets, Patty had 23, Durant had 21, and Harden had 20. So actually, no, the big three did not play in that fixture, obviously, because Kyrie didn't really get the privilege of being a part-time player that early on. So Cam Thomas had 13 off the bench, Aldridge had 17 as a starter, and Bembry had 9 and 10. For the Celtics today, Williams, Horford, Tatum, Brown, and I think Marcus Smart is healthy. Yep, so he will be a starter for the Celtics. They are fully healthy. Will Kyrie Irving play today? No, he will not play. He's only playing like one of his next 8, and I think only 8 games left in the regular season for Kyrie, provided the mandate doesn't lift before the playoffs, which I think it will. In that game, Jaylen Brown, did he play? Let me have a look. Jaylen Brown did play and scored 13. I remember that game. They were shooting absolutely abysmally, if that makes any sense. If this is a home game, Kyrie won't play because he refuses to get the vax. Well, yeah, as I just said, the mandate, there's a few positive signs. The mayor of NYC has indicated that, you know, he could, or the mandate will lift in probably the next couple of weeks. So yeah, Cammy T, yeah, he was playing in that game. I can't find the box score for it. Because if I can find the box score, I will just remember instantly the lockdown defense that we played in that game. We held the Celtics to 37% shooting. Patty Mills had 7 of his 10 threes. For Boston, Jaylen Brown was 5 of 15 and he shot 0 of 8 from deep. And Tatum shot 4 of 16 from the field and 1 of 9 from 3. Negative 33 in the plus minus. So that was an ugly showing for him. Yeah. Basically everyone played trash for Boston. So for the starting lineup for the Nets, looks like it's Johnson, Patty, Bruce, Drummond, and you'd imagine Seth Curry. Curry is ignorant and embraces being ignorant. Is not ignorant. I think I've said this in prior streams. I've said this in prior streams. Seth Curry, yep, is the other starter. I've said this in prior streams though. Kyrie's not ignorant for believing what he wants to believe. Like, some people just won't like it. But it's just him, like, sticking by what he believes in, basically. And you can't force him to do something he doesn't want to. It's simple shit. It applies with your everyday lives as well. If you don't want to do something, you can't be forced to do it. Unless, of course, you're, like, a child and your parents are forcing you to do something. Perhaps doing house chores, I don't know. But Curry doesn't believe the earth is round. It's not relevant to basketball, so I don't care. I really don't care. If he believes the earth is round or flat, good luck to him. I don't care. Like, that's my thought process on it. Like, I just simply don't care enough. This game, I mean, the next week for the Nets is huge. We have the Raptors, we have the Celtics, the Bucks, the Heat, all teams that are within, well, they're all in the playoff hunt. The Raptors and the Celtics are just ahead of us on the table. So we've got to be We've got to, get to move along just a little bit. The Celtics are on a tear. They've won 11 of their last 13. Big issue. We won 2 games before the All-Star break. And then, lost that final game against Washington, which was really disappointing. Ish Smith, verified Nets killer, decided to destroy us. Ben Simmons on the bench again. Lovely. Are you sad James Harden is gone? No. No. And, look, I actually thought that Harden was playing today, but he's not. But I really look forward to seeing what he actually does for Philly. But I think it's just done so much because we have enough firepower in Kevin Durant and Kyrie, and then all the complementary pieces are an absolute bonus. But anyway, this one's just about to get underway on my screen. Bear in mind, the scoreboard on the stream will be probably slightly ahead. ESPN is like that. If I use the Google scoreboard, it will, you can always bank on the Google employees falling asleep. And they always fall behind by like 10 minutes. So I'm not going to use that scoreboard. Anyway, we're underway after the All-Star break and Bruce Brown controls. Oh my god, that's so loud. Let me put it down. Drummond. Handoff to Mills. Drummond in the post. Give it to Seth. Corner Johnson. Back to Drummond. The ball is zipping. And we turn it over. Lovely start. Smart. Oh, beautiful to the cutting Horford. Got ahead of Drummond in transition. And that is the first basket for the Celtics. Mills, no look to Johnson, who drives into the paint, shoots, and missed the layup. Lovely stuff. Can always count on Johnson to miss a layup in the restricted area. Oh, Jesus Christ. Brown plowed over Bruce Brown, but he drew the blocking foul because Bruce was not set. The Greater Good says Australia did well following government suggestions. No one likes wearing a mask or getting vaxxed, but we do it for the fellows in our communities. It's as simple as that, It's just common courtesy. So I actually forgot that masks are no longer a thing in Australia today, which is lovely because I'm sick of them. We've had them on for like 2 years or whatever. But Jaylen Brown just missed the first free throw. Obviously, the Boston Celtics, they got Derek White at the trade deadline, and that was a really good acquisition, apparently, from what I've seen. He's been a really good acquisition. Godzilla, yep. Couldn't say it any better. It's very well said. Drummond, Patty Mills, pull-up midi is off. I'm really worried that we're just going to start off extremely slow here out the gate. Brown posts up Seth Curry. Seth Curry taps it out of play, and it'll be a side out. So early going, and we've had a turnover and a missed pull-up two by Patty. So, not too bad of a start. Thanks for streaming, by the way. No worries, man. Happy you're enjoying. Oh, that is a wonderful play. Smart from the inbounders, thrown up the alley-oop to Robert Williams, and it's a 5-0 lead for Boston. Johnson, top of the key on Horford. Or guarded by Horford. Bruce. Floater is good. Barely got over the top. And it was a lovely score by your boy. So, Bruce, first basket for the Nets. Iron Eagle is commentating this one, which is lovely to see. Obviously, he is a commentator on Yes. So, one of the best in the business. Tatum one-on-one with Bruce. Smart on the wing. 3 is a splash. So that is bad defending there. Beautiful pass by Patty. Johnson is a wide open look and he missed it. What a surprise. Johnson missing threes. Rowie says, is this game live on TNT? You bet it is. Offensive foul caused by Tatum. Mills is the guy that took the hard foul or took the... Oh my god. So Tatum pushed Mills, but Mills kicked his leg up and smacked Tatum in the head. Lovely shit. Marlon, hey mate, how are we? Hope you're doing well, my friend. I don't think Harden appreciated Kyrie only playing half the games. Oh, you just want continuity, man. If you're one of your best players is constantly out for reasons other than injuries, that's bound to agitate anyone, really. Seth Curry 3 hits back rim and it is off. Drummond wanted a foul because he thought that he was held down on the rebound. Brown pull-up 3 is off. Update the score. That's the score. It's 8-2. Seth Curry, corner to Mills, drives baseline, bad pass to Johnson, but he still saved it. He's now going ISO with Horford. God help me. Bruce, top of the key 3. Oh! Splash! Let's go, Bruce. If Bruce can actually have a good three-point shot, bro, he's going to be a very, very solid player. Robert Williams on the outside. Horford. Tatum in the post on the wing. Goes baseline. Challenges Drummond. Oh my fucking god. Circus shot by Tatum. Off the window. Reverse layup. The spin on that ball was unbelievable. Seth Curry, corner to Bruce. Shoots another 3. And he airballed at that time. Ugly. Oh, Brown goes baseline. Beat Johnson easily. And luckily for the Nets, he did not score. But Johnson fouled, unfortunately. Marlon, yeah, I'm doing very well. Very well. Nice and rested up. Not really, but, you know. Good enough. Boston have 2 free throws here. And Brown was extremely short on that first attempt. And Boston hold a 10-5 lead. Brown went 1 of 2 on his last trip. And he can only go 1 of 2 here. And he does so. So he's 2 of 4 from the line. The Celtics have a 6-point lead. 4 minutes into the contest. And the Nets only have 1 scorer. And that is Bruce. Drummond tried to handle the ball. And Tatum got in the way. Brown off the... Oh my god, Johnson. Fuck. This is ridiculous, man. Oh my god. This is so dumb. Oh no, please don't tell me. Okay, thank God. Okay, so Drummond's mishandled the ball. Tatum just got it, basically. Snuck in from the side. Brown has 2 more free throws and he scores the first this time. But then on the break, Brown's gone up for the layup. Johnson contested and fouled. But then Drummond's hung off the rim before the ball has fallen. Brown scores his second free throw. So they were just contending whether that would be a counter basket. But it wasn't, thank God. So it's 13-5. Johnson, hand off to Seth. Oh, wow, he's just got a wide open layup. No defensive resistance under the basket, and that is an easy layup. Tatum, beautiful work by Drummond to put a hand in. Interrupts it. Patty, pull up 3. Oh, shit, that was way too long. Get it, Bruce. Well done, Bruce. And now he can shoot himself, but he doesn't. He bounce passes it to Seth. 3-pointer on the catch is off. Wow. So we've missed quite a few 3-pointers early on in this game. Tatum has a 3, and he scores it. That is just too easy. It looks like his toe was on the line, so it's counted as a 2 momentarily. And Johnson will bring it up. I will look at the chat messages at the first time out. Bruce in the corner. Patty. Bro, it's looking a bit crammed at the moment. Bruce has it now, guarded by Horford. He's got to roll it back out. Patty again. Johnson, 3-pointer. Is good. James Johnson scoring 3s. Something I never thought I'd say. 15-10 is the score. Boston are up. 6:40 to go. First quarter. Smart screen by Tatum. And that is just way too easily. Johnson, how many fouls does this guy already have, man? Tried to meet, what's his name? Robert Williams at the rim. After Drummond basically had to go to Smart. Seeing that, I don't know if it was Bruce or Patty that fell behind the screen. Behind on the pick and roll. So yeah, then Smart was able to easily pass it off to Williams, and Johnson had to come over for help. And we know what happens when Johnson comes over for help. He does one thing and he fouls. Godzilla's just came in to tune into the seas. You guys seem like a cool bunch to listen to a game with. Yeah, it's good vibes here. Good vibes only. Opinions are welcome. We welcome them all. Even if they're like bad opinions or good opinions, opinions are welcome. I ain't judging you for bad ones. It's all opinion. It's your opinion if something is good or bad, you know what I'm saying? So, nothing's wrong here. Unless, of course, you're just talking random garbage and saying ratio plus L or some shit. Marlon says missing a lot of shots. Damn right we are. Some of them are good looks, but the problem is just... Whoa, what the fuck? Bro, ESPN does that thing to you every single time where, for some reason, you put mute on the video, the autoplay video on the side, but for some reason it decides to play automatically. I don't know why that feature is inbuilt, but it seriously jump scares me. It jump scares me more than horror games. But yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, drop a like. We've had some crazy support already, so thank you to those who have shown their support. If you want to subscribe to the show, go ahead. We are doing probably 10 more live streams in the next 20 or so games. So it was a bit more upbeat. We were doing more games, you know, earlier in the season, but I've got uni coming into the fray now, so that's going to be a bit of an issue. Or if you're from America, which a lot of you are, college is what I'm basically saying. We can have a look at the box score relatively quickly. You can see, we're just going to have a look at it on surface level. You can see everyone scored for Boston, and they're shooting it well. And they've been at the line 6 times, so there's your issue. Nets, it's quite the opposite. We've had 4 more shots than them. Mind you, we haven't been to the free throw line, but made 2 threes. At that clip, it's pretty poopy. Couple turnovers. Johnson already has 3 fouls, which is an issue because we have no wings. Who comes in to guard Tatum? Bruce is guarding Tatum already, but who guards... I don't know. Do you bring Claxton in as a 4? Do you try Blake Griffin as a 4 like we've seen more recently? Patty Mills coming down and pulling up with no rebounders. Poor take if you ask me. Yeah, the shot was there. And I feel like 3-pointers are going to be a bit hard to come by given our spacing is a bit crap. So, possibly a good shot, but also I think we had the numbers on the break, so we probably should have... he should have been a little bit more composed and try to find someone under the basket. When is Simmons and KD playing? Edgar? Possibly in the next week. KD is going to come back sooner. At least that's what Steve Nash has said. College is like TAFE, uni is uni. I've got no idea. Yeah, but Robert Williams has made the first free throw. Favorite NBA player of all time? I will get back to you on that one. Robert Williams' second free throw is good. Aldridge has checked in and Griffin has checked in. So it looks like my suspicions are correct. Blake Griffin will be playing some 4 minutes. I don't know if that spaces the floor or anything, but the Celtics are defending very well. Aldridge is picked up in the post by Brown. He's going to need a little bit of help. And, oh, wow. Okay, so they're disputing who that's gone out of. Aldridge missed the hook shot after Robert Williams came over for the help defense. Let's just have a look. Yeah, that's gone off Bruce. No debating that. And Tatum will bring it up. Who are you rooting for, Boston or Brooklyn? I think it's blatantly obvious who I'm rooting for. Judging by all the attire. I don't know if you can see the Brooklyn t-shirt, the Brooklyn hat. Smart drives and tries to do a bit of a, I don't know, like a curve pass to find Tatum in the corner, but it never got there. However, it was knocked out of play. So we'll be a side out for Boston. Halfway through this first quarter, I don't really know what the defense has been like. Obviously, we scored 18 in 6, or let them score 18 in 6 minutes, which isn't great. That's on pace for 36. 18 times 2 is 36. I'm good at math. Brown drives on Griffin. Don't ask me how he's on him. Oh my fucking god. That fake was saucy, and Griffin went flying to an alternate universe. Alright, Aldridge, top of the key. Seth Curry was held as he tried to get a bit of room. And Brown will be picking up the foul. Brown could have initiated the contact there after Griffin fell for the pump fake, but he decided to just go underneath and worked out well. So 20-10 is the lead for Boston. And mind you, the shooting's been lacking at the moment, let's be honest. Aldridge posts up Grant Williams. Oh my god, and they just collapse. Their defense is so good, and they force another turnover. Williams got right past Aldridge with one simple fake, and bro, the Celtics are just, they're just wiping the floor with us at the moment. Cam Thomas with a 3, like 6 feet behind the line, and that was too short. Nets inactive players could easily beat the Celtics. Yeah, I'm not saying this is like a gauge for how good the Celtics are compared to us, as Brown misses a 3 badly. Bruce on the break, takes it all the way, and was fouled, so he'll go for 2 shots. Yeah, this isn't a great gauge to see like where the Nets sit with the Celtics, or where the Celtics sit with the Nets, because obviously we have 4 of our best players are out. So, you know, as much as, like, there's a bit of an excuse to not win, as Bruce Brown misses his first free throw badly as well, in saying that, we've got to start winning games. That 11-game losing streak has dug us into a bit of a hole. Bruce free throw number 2 is... Oh my god, that nearly bounced out, but it's in, so... The Celtics have double our score. They lead 20-11 with 5 minutes to play, and Marcus Smart has got it. Williams unguarded from 3. Marcus Smart just shot a 3. Cam Thomas isn't even close to him, and it went down. So the Celtics are whooping our ass, and this is following the same trend as the last time we played the Celtics at Barclays. Brown bounced past to Seth as he sets a screen. Step back mid-range is splash. White, good screen by Williams. Possible switch? No. Nets defend that well. Tatum, good screen by Williams again. Tatum will take Aldridge off the dribble, and Aldridge with a block. Come on, Bruce. Push the pace. Griffin, please score. Oh my god, bro. He had like 6 years of time to let that 3 off. Unguarded. And... oh, well done, Bruce! Lovely! Interrupted the Tatum dribble. Stuck an arm in. And it was a one-man fast break. And he scored. So, Nets have scored the last couple of buckets. Couple good defensive possessions recently. Obviously, the Aldridge block. And then the Bruce Brown steal. White trying to do shit. Seth Curry, Tatum right in the corner on Bruce, and they try an alley-oop that didn't exist, but for some reason there's a foul. Where on earth is the foul in that? With 2 seconds on the shot clock, there was no foul necessary. The pass was errant. We could have had another turnover on our hands and a fast break. Blake's not the player he used to be. Yeah, I mean, it's no secret at this point, but he's still a decent role player, I guess. He does the work. Robert Williams is 6 and 5 already in the first quarter. He's going to the line again for a couple free throws because obviously we were much more undisciplined early on in the quarter in terms of giving away fouls. Johnson's picked up 3 of those, and that's why he is on the bench at this point in time. Are the Nets digging too large of a hole they can't climb out of? No way, they're in the play-in. So, if they get to the 6th seed, obviously they don't really have to take the long way round. They're just playing more away games. It really comes down to that. And when we're at full strength, we're one of the best away teams in the league. I'm going to be honest. Our home form has been whack. There's another foul called, this time on Robert Williams, trying to deal with Aldridge in the post. Okay, so it's a side out. Mills top of the key. He doesn't hand to Kess. Aldridge to Cam. The switch is on. He's got Grant Williams on him. He shoots the step back mid-range. It hits back iron. And White will bring it up. Hand it to Smart. Back to White. Gets right past Griffin. And Aldridge with another block. Cam on the break. Mills pull up 3. Yes! Oh my god, he missed it. Cam Thomas with the offensive board. Thank god. Griffin, don't shoot the 3, man. Hand off to Cam. Back to Aldridge. Kess. Who's shooting the ball? We have 4 seconds. You got to shoot it, Paddy. Mid-range. Oh, God, that's disgusting. A deep mid-range, bro. So we've actually defensively been much more solid in the last few minutes, but there's Tatum with the 3-pointer, and he missed it. Well defended by Kess. So the Celtics have sort of gone a little bit cold from the field, but the problem is we can't shoot. Kess off the dribble. 3 is good! Tatum went under the screen, and there was just enough room for Kess to let it off, and he scores. So the Nets are shooting it at about 33%. Mind you, they've had 7 more attempts than Boston, and Boston have made 1 more. Griffin complaining again because he feels that Kess was not the guy that fouled. It was Boston that tried to initiate the contact there when it wasn't going to be there otherwise. It's another timeout, and it'll be a Boston side out. It depends when their key players come back. If they're near full strength before the playoffs, they could go far. Hold on, I'm just going to see the replay. Well, Williams, I don't know if he stuck out his body. Tatum got hindered by it, and then he hit Kess, and then they called the foul on Kess. I don't understand. It's not actually going to be side out. It's going to be free throws because the Celtics are in the bonus. But if they're near full strength before the playoffs, they could go far. They're going to go far if they are full strength in the playoffs. It's more so the continuity factor because we've had the most different starting lineups in the league. I think we've had like 36 or 37 different starting lineups. And in 60 games, that is unreal. That's more than a new starting lineup every second game. So please tell me how you're going to get continuity doing that. You know? So there's never been that all season. And it's been really tough for players to mesh well when that happens. And that's why players like James Harden got triggered when Kyrie was only in for half the games. Because that continuity was not there. It wasn't there. I can't wait till KD comes back. Nets will win so many more games. Bro, he's the difference maker, defensively and offensively. Although I don't believe you can just flip a switch when the playoffs start. That is true, though. That is true. Obviously, it's a different ball game with the playoffs. Depending on whether we just automatically get in or play in, the play-in's very dangerous because we could potentially just... Yeah. Oh my god, I need to sneeze, but it's not happening. I believe in continuity. You got to play together. Can't just amass a bunch of talent and expect them to mesh. Yeah, it's exactly right. How long have you been doing YouTube? Since June last year, but I haven't done... This is my first full season of doing NBA content. Jeff Green. Not the Jeff Green that was on the Nets last year, I presume, but He says, too many egos on the Nets. I would have argued that prior, but whenever people say too many egos or something like this guy is cancerous for the locker room, this is what I have to say to those people. I just have to say to them, well, unless you're in the locker room, you don't know. You simply don't know. I don't... Honestly, like, if James Harden was there, I feel like it would be more tense in the locker room, and it's sort of evident that that was the case based on all the quotes that different Brooklyn Nets players have said since Harden left. It's very clear that the vibe in the locker room is much better. I think the egos are gone, if there was any, but I don't think there is any. I think there's a lot of mature, players in there. And I think, like, you're seeing the Cam Thomas-KD relationship. That is lovely to see. Hold on. I'm just seeing the vision again. Hold on. Okay. How are we down by 10? I've got absolutely no clue. Pull Patty. Possibly he needs a rest. I think the main problem is they don't have KD yet. I mean, it's fallen off a cliff ever since KD was out. Jason Tatum gets his first free throw. You're going to be doing a lot of AFL this year? 100%, man. We will be doing as much as we can. Box score, we will get to that at quarter time. I was just answering all the chat messages on that break. Tatum goes perfect from the line. Boston up 12. Just thinking of the Bucks winning last year with the out the egos. Well, we don't know with egos. Cam Thomas drives and scores. That was lovely. He wanted a foul. He was shaking his head as he went back up the court on defense. But obviously you can't change decisions. Smart to Horford. Tatum fakes the movement. Weaves inside. Smart as a wide open three. Don't do that. You fucking idiots. Guard him on the outside, man. That is too easy. I don't know who was... I think Patty. That's the problem, though, now that we don't have Javon Carter and we're waiting for Dragic to get healthy. Patty has to stay on longer. Cam Thomas just got swatted by your boy. We don't foul, and Smart as a wide open three. And he luckily missed that. It looked online. Kess. Couple screens set for him. He gives it back to Patty, top of the key. He's one-on-one with Marcus Smart. We've got 50 seconds to play in the first quarter, and it hasn't been ideal. 5 seconds to shoot. Please shoot it. Patty moves off ball, receives, and hit back rim. There's been a lot of those kind of misses. Derek White, pull-up three is good. Bro. Fam, how many shots have they hit, man? The defense, bro, it's pretty lackluster, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what it is. I'd love to see Claxton get minutes, man. Aldridge was fouled! And somehow scored off the glass. Ridiculous angle. And he scores. He was like flailing midair. And somehow got it to go. And he will shoot one more free throw. There's 19 seconds left in the quarter. We'll look at the chat messages at the break. It's popping, fam. The chat messages are popping at the moment. I'm not used to having to respond this quickly. Aldridge. Free throw is good. So converts the and one. And now, can we please not concede a score? Is it that hard to ask? And more so, not a three-pointer, please. Tatum hesitates the movement, or fakes the movement. How is Horford wide open in the corner, man? He missed it. He hit back iron, which was lucky. Griffin's going to chuck up a three from half court, and it was nothing but net, but it didn't go down. And that's a quarter-time break. Just thinking of the Bucks winning last year without the egos, and Lakers have the same problem as the Nets. Bro, the Lakers are worse off. We had an 11-game losing streak and still have a better record. And the Lakers have a very old list. Nets are shooting ice cold. Yep. Paddy's obviously there for the threes. Well, yeah, I don't think we have enough point guard options tonight because no Kyrie, no Dragic. Javon isn't there anymore. Amazingly, I never thought we'd be saying we need Javon. Paddy sucks at defense. It's frustrating. It's more a size thing. Like, if he was a bit taller, it would be easier. But unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit difficult for him standing at like 6 foot. Balancing of egos on the team is crucial when you have a lot like the Nets. Yeah, once again, the ego thing, in my opinion, you can't say these guys have egos unless you know them personally and unless you've been in the locker room to witness what they're like. How do you know? How do you know what their egos are like? For all we know, the Bucks could have had egos, but the egos actually benefited them. It's weird when you say it like that, but I'm just saying, we just don't know. I can't even judge it. But we just don't know. There's a lot of things in basketball that's like top secret, and that's one of them. Raptors and Bucks, both teams low on the ego scale, 1-2 of the last 3. You can know about the egos from social media. That is true in terms of like them posting stuff and press conferences maybe, but that's not like a true thing. It could just be a show. You know what I'm saying? Surely they know that shots aren't dropping. Like, get someone in post and scoring the key. Well, the Celtics are collapsing the defense and we're turning the ball over because it's like a 5v1. Aldridge has 5 defenders to deal with and he can't get it out of there because he's 36 years old, for God's sake. Players go past Paddy so easily and other players have to leave their players to help him. Yeah, the help defense is nuts, man. And we're seeing Boston execute help defense perfectly, and us just basically, we fall behind. The Celtics are one step ahead, and they always have someone wide open. Raptors are grinders and are like junkyard dogs that never stop coming after you. That's their identity. They've got a lot of players that aren't like known as really good, but they do their job. And they play some wonderful defense, which I'm crying out for. Only ego is Kyrie. Celtics fans know for sure. He ruined our best team. He does have an ego. I think that's the only proven one, given how many times is... Well, I think, like, in ways it's been inflated. His ego. He doesn't... I don't think his ego has been inflated, but I feel like his ego has been exaggerated. How bad it is. That's what I think, personally. But obviously, as I said, your opinions, say what you want. I'm not judging, man. What is the most viewers you've got at once on the one stream? I think I've had 70 before. The last 2 games we've played Boston, they've outscored us by 32 total. Unbelievable. Why not play Clax? That is my question. There was the Wizards game where they played small ball. They had no one taller than like 6'9", and Clax didn't see 1 minute of action. I want to see him play. You never hear any drama coming from the Miami Heat either. They just show up and grind and do what they need to do. I feel like Jimmy Butler, there was a bit of drama surrounding him a couple of years ago, but I think ever since the Heat made the finals, the whole perspective on Jimmy has changed. And once again, it's an identity. It's identity driven. I think the Nets, for the most part, their identity's pretty... Actually, no, it's not. Hold on. Pritchard is in the game and he's just scored a 3 right away. Claxton is in the game. But the problem is they're just scoring too many threes, pick and roll, or just a simple screen. We go under it for some damn reason. And, yeah. Basically, we pay the price for it. Bruce Cross is lovely and he scores a beautiful floater. The net barely moved. So Bruce has done well there. Horford top of the key. Williams to Pritchard in the corner. He goes baseline. He kicks it back out to Horford and then goes across to Williams on the right wing. Kicks it back out to Brown. Horford has a wide open 3 and he scores top of the key. I mean, it's just... You can't make this up. They are just scoring 3s in whatever way they like. The ball movement is wonderful. Clax has got it here. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson's got to not be an idiot and not foul. Johnson's bullshit push shot is crap. Horford on the break. Brown, get there. No. And Brown scored beautifully off the glass, protected the space well, and the Celtics are up to a 19-point lead. Oh, man. I say we have, like, an identity, like, the culture is healthy, but the problem is, as Mills misses a step back mid-range, the problem is, okay, how was that gone off Brooklyn? The problem is Steve Nash has no identity. He doesn't have, like when we don't have our big three or big two now, he doesn't have a clue. If he doesn't have those guys, it's like a part of him is missing. Brown pull up mid-range over Clax is good. And right now the defense is atrocious. I mean, 45 points conceded in 14 minutes of play is pretty lackluster, I'm going to be honest with you. And that's why we're down 21. Like, you know, good defense turns into offense as well. And we're just playing half-court defense or offense every single fucking possession. And the Celtics have a damn good defensive system, defensive structure. Once they're set, you're going to find it very difficult to score. And unless you have someone like KD that can break that system and score from pretty much anywhere on the court, you know, no matter how many defenders you throw at him, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. This is frustrating to watch. Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Bro, we're just being atrocious, man. Defensive stuff is bad. KD has made a huge difference, fam. Huge difference. Clax is back. Yep. We know. White drives baseline. Clax, bro, how is that a fucking foul? And it's also an and one because Claxton couldn't block the shot. So Derek White's going to the line to shoot another free throw. Boston is cheating. Unfortunately, they're not. Unless they forcibly injured our best players somehow, then they're not cheating. They're playing a damn good brand of basketball at the moment. And we find ourselves down in a pretty huge hole at the moment by 19. We did come back to the Knicks or from a 28-point deficit, but we already know the Celtics are a better team than that. Like, Johnson shooting fucking mid-ranges and me. He scores a mid-range, though. Being a great player is a curse when it comes to being a coach. Few exceptions, but, you know. Oh, Brown cuts to the basket. How is Horford wide open again? Williams gets past Clax, blocked by Johnson. Go on the break. Mills, please score. Behind the back to Seth. Three-pointer is... Gee, that was way long. So far long that it hit the backboard. Johnson now guarded by Brown. Screen by Clax. We get the switch. Clax, get over Brown. Lovely. And the Nets cut the lead down to... Fam, I thought we were 29. And now we're apparently only 30. Confusion. Horford is just left wide open for three, and that is a miss. So the Nets getting a few stops here at the moment. Bruce to Johnson. Euro. Oh my god, bro. Why is Johnson taking so many shots, man? Far out. Pritchard. Okay, well, that's another three-pointer scored. I mean, how many times do they set the screen and just have a wide open look? They are just running the same possession every single time. I don't understand. I think Patty has played all 16 minutes of this game as well. Let me go back for a second. I like Clax over Drummond. Should be playing more. Drummond hasn't even gotten time today. I don't even know why. Chris ball movement is part of ego-free team play. I think, well, for a team like this, there should be a lot of ball movement. If there's a player like KD on your team, and you say KD is an ego, let's say, for example, for a player of KD's caliber, you just have to give him the ball. And stuff the ball movement, because he will score buckets for you. Mills 0 for 6, pull him out in JJ2. we have no one else to cover. Johnson should not be playing starter minutes, but unfortunately with KD out, that's what he has to do. Not sure if KD will ever be able to play injury-free for any stretch of time, similar to AD of the Lakers. He's been good for a year and a half. And the injury that he sustained was because Bruce Brown pushed a player into KD's leg. It wasn't anything to do with him being healthy or whatever. It was just him being wrong place, wrong time. Patty's 0 for 8, help us. Bro, I said before, he was 7 of 10 when we won earlier in the season. So 0 for 8's not going to help. You can see the Nets here. Brown is 10, but he's a negative 20. Seth Curry is 4. You can see the 3-point shooting is absolutely woeful. No one's been able to get going except Bruce. And he's actually probably been the best player on the floor. He is one of the guys that has been really benefiting from the James Harden exit. He's been actually very exceptional since, Harden left. But look at the Celtics, man. They've scored 8 threes already, shooting at a very high clip. They've missed 9 shots in total. And they've had 13 free throws. There's my answer for you. That is the key. Tatum's only at 7. Smart and Brown have had 9 and 10 each. The bench, Derek White and Pritchard's been on for 4 minutes and scored 6. That is more than every other player on the net, bar 2. So, there you go. It's basically just speaking volumes about what's really happening here. Drummond's back in the game. I don't know. If you're enjoying the stream, though, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. We are doing more shit later in the season. Probably some playoff type stuff as well. Should be good fun. But for the moment, man, they are just scoring everything they want, man. Everything they want. They asked the Nets for something, we're giving it to them. Basically. Bruce brings it up. Waiting for a screen. Nope, we're not going to get it. Seth Curry. Screen by Drummond. He's got a bit of space. He didn't shoot the 3. Bruce drives. Floater. That was a good look, but he missed it over Pritchard. And it will be Nets basketball. Good fight on the glass. And we will get the side out. So Bruce will take it out from the baseline. Who's he going to give it to? Seth Curry is there. Off the glass. Lovely shot. Basically, we're dead until everyone's back. Well, Kyrie plays the next game, but I think we're going to get whooped by the Bucks if we're getting whooped by Boston at the moment. Derek White. Floater is off. Bruce gets the board. That's well done by him. Please look after the ball. Patty. Get to your spot. That was a weird-ass pass to Drummond, but it worked out in the end, and Drummond threw it down with a bit of authority. And Cam Thomas waits to check in. Derek White. Brown in the corner. Why did Bruce jump? Seth, oh my god, that's a foul. It's a foul or Nets basketball. Either way, it was a bad pass by Boston. Nets can cut the lead to 14 or 15. So, once again, a bit of good work in the last few minutes or so by the Nets. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, so he's basically said that we're getting good offensive looks. He has said nothing about defense, fam. Seriously, lads? Seth will bring it up regardless. Bruiser screen by Drummond. Pull up midi by Seth is lovely. The lead is cut to 15. And it was as large as 21. So we scored the last 6. 10-3 run in total. Pritchard, Tatum, don't give him a 3 for God's sake. It's going to be a foul on the floor. No, it's a defensive 3. Drummond was chilling in the paint. Presumably sitting on his lawn chair relaxing. And it will be a free throw for Boston. And the tech is good. Side out for Boston. So Tatum side out. He hands to Pritchard. Horford on the wing. Williams on the baseline. Pritchard has 5 feet of space, and he missed it, luckily. But there's a stop. No matter how bad the defense was, it is a stop. Curry. Bruce. He was triggered, man. That should have been a score and 1, but unfortunately didn't get it to go. He will be heading to the free throw line nonetheless. And he did not hesitate. Bruce scores free throw 1. So, a few positive minutes here by the Nets. A few positive minutes. We've gotten some stops. Second free throw is good by Bruce. After he split his last 2 free throws before. Lead is back down to 14. Can we get it back to single digits? Tatum bounce past the Pritchard. Top of the key. 3 is short. Another stop. Even though that was a garbage-ass defensive possession there. Bruce. Seth. Drives on Tatum. Back out to Bruce. Floater. Oh, that was a bad miss. Drummond rebound. Drummond, good offensive board. He hung in the air. He got fouled, but he wasn't able to get it to go. And, yeah, Tatum went flying, but Drummond is a bit poo-poo from the line, so God help us. First free throw is good. Lovely. So now we're in the bonus with 6 minutes to play in the second, so potential to dig into the lead without any time elapsing. And the second free throw, please make Dre, is well off. So it's a 13-point lead for Boston. Nice little run by the Nets. Good defense. Near turnover forced. Smart drives on Bruce. Alley-oop was too easy. Where the defender is for Williams, I've got no idea. And that defensive possession looked decent, but Drummond, I don't know where he went, but he didn't impact the play whatsoever, and Williams just had an easy shot. Curry in the corner, 3. Drummond rebound. He didn't get the board, but it is another opportunity for Brooklyn as it goes out on Boston. Yeah, where is Drummond going on that last possession? He just needed to stay put. I don't know where he was going, man. Couple screens tried to be set for Cam, but instead Seth is left open. Cam can shoot the 3. Johnson's going to shoot it instead. God fucking help. Oh my God. Johnson! Oh my God, he's such a fucking snorefest, that guy. Brown drives baseline. Back out of Tatum on the wing. Spin move. Foul. 2 shots for Tatum. Bro, Johnson shooting fucking 3s, bro. He's just... Oh, man. I can't be asked. Cannot be asked, but it's a 54-39 lead for Boston. And the first free throw trickles out. The second free throw is coming right up shortly. Marlon says we're going a little better. We are, but sort of. Let's be honest. Haven't dug back into the lead too much. It's still at 16, so the Celtics well in control, but the Nets need to, I reckon, cut the lead down to 10, just a little bit. I'm keen for your AFL streams. Yeah, we did one yesterday. That was good fun. Cam should have shot the 3. He didn't. He drove. Drummond! Beautiful ball fake. And he threw that one down after the feed by Cam was exceptional. And that overall is a great offensive possession. Passed up a 3. Tatum could have shot the 3. Didn't. Williams sets the screen. Tatum is a wide open 3. He missed it. Curry long rebound. Please. Seth Johnson. Hand off to Bruce. He could roll. Cam is a wide open 3. Hit it. Oh, fuck. Bruce, well done. Ah! It's Bruce Ball. That was definitely off Boston. And Bruce is smiling. Because I think he knows that it was off him. Let's have a look. That is so off Bruce. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Bro, Bruce, wonderful. He would be great as a politician because he can just sway opinions like that. I mean, if that's only if NBA refs made up the American population. Johnson fakes the pass. He gives it to Cam instead. Drummond in the post on Smart. Oh my god, bro. Did he not get fouled? He couldn't finish the dunk. Great pass by Seth. Johnson the block! Good defense. And Seth Curry will bring it up. Screen by Drummond. Seth. Good pass! Drummond! It's the Philadelphia connection. And, great work by Seth to just wait long enough for the Celtics defender to commit. Beautiful verticality by Drummond, but unfortunately no box out of Williams tips it in. Oh my god, man. You gotta be better boxing out, man. Curry. Shit. Paddy. Still hasn't made a shot in this first half. Calls for Drummond to set a screen. The screen is set. Kicks it out to Johnson. Oh, for God's sake. Johnson, you piece of fucking shit! How do you airball a 3? Great to know that I can also make the NBA. Because, fam, if I airball 3s on a regular basis, then I can make the NBA. If Johnson's in the fucking league, the only thing I don't have going for me is height, basically. But we're going to look at the box score now. Amazingly, we have not trimmed this lead down since quarter time. It did get out to 21 at one point. 51-30 was the score. And we've gone on a 13-6 run, but that's been fueled by good defense and some good offense. It is a bit annoying that Drummond didn't convert the dunk on the other end, but it is what it is. Box score time, you can see the efficiency at which these guys are shooting it at. I mean, 2 players have scored 10. Another 2 are in line to get into double digits. Derek White and Pritchard potentially could get there too. They have missed their last 3 3-pointers, and they are shooting 2 of their last 8. So that is good defense. The Nets, let's have a look at their scoreline. Bruce Brown with 12. Drummond with 7 on good efficiency. Seth Curry has not made a 3, but every mid-range or shot inside the 3-point line he has made. Off the bench, there is no offensive scoring whatsoever. Johnson scored 7, but he has been crap. Yeah, we're shooting a 2 of 16 from deep. You're not going to win games playing like that. Mind you, we have had 12 more shots than Boston and have still made how many less? 1 less. And been to the free throw line less. And made consistently less three-pointers as well. Offensive rebounding has been good. Turnovers, we've only had 2.5. So if we had a normal James Harden type game, we're getting like 9 turnovers and we're down 30 at the half. But it is what it is. Why JJ and Mills? Why Mills? Because we don't have other point guards. JJ because we don't have any other power forwards. It's actually that simple. Unfortunately, it comes down to that when your team was built on superstars only, or superstars playing at all the time basically. It's embarrassing how the Nets are performing. Drummond was playing better before the All-Star break. He's playing decent now. He's one of our best players at the moment. I'm going to be honest with you. First quarter, he didn't get many minutes. Second quarter, he's gotten a few offensive boards. He's actually helped fuel the offense late in this second quarter. And has actually been pretty crucial defensively, I feel, at times. So, yeah. That is the situation, but... yeah. I think he's been good. Bruce has been pretty damn good. Apart from the fact that he's also picked up the 3 fouls. But the bench has been the problem. And Patty. Patty hasn't scored a basket. Tatum, beautiful cut to the rim! Oh my goodness! The throwdown was unbelievable by Tatum. Tatum took it all the way and threw it down over 2. Kess and Drummond stared down Kess. The other way, Cam floater. I thought he was fouled. He wasn't, apparently. And Tatum brings it up. One-on-one with Kess. Is he going to... Okay, well... I don't know what's going on there. Oh, for fuck's sake. How do you not get an offensive board and Brown's going to score the 3? Yep. You cannot fucking script it. 5 plays under the basket and we can't get an offensive rebound. And then Patty Mills bounces it off his fucking foot, stops playing, then the Boston pass full court to Tatum was terrible. It's going to be Nets ball, but... Bro, he stared down Kess when Kess was behind him. What? Bro, that is so killer when you concede a 3, getting an easy rebound. Kess, corner 3, splash. Nash must be so frustrated. Nah, you can already tell he's clapping on the sideline saying that we're playing well. We just got to make our shots. Turnover, please. Well done, Cam, to force it after Smart's dribble was a bit errant. And then Smart will pick up the foul. We're in the bonus, so we're going to pick up 2 free throws here. Yeah. So, you guys are playing better than last time. That is very true. The game was relatively over by quarter time, given the personnel we had last time out. But, yeah, it is what it is. Mills is shooting his free throws to score his first points of the game. Bro, Patty's averaged 31 minutes this season. Oh my god, he misses free throws, man. He's actually a good free throw shooter on his career. But he just can't make a shot for his fucking life. First free throw was off. Second free throw is good. So that is his first point of the game. Patty's been off. Cam hasn't scored like at all. Cam's guarding Tatum right now. Don't ask me how that's happened. He's posting up. Oh my god, Tatum got the shooter's bounce and leads back up to 17. So Bruce, Drummond top of the key, guarded by Grant. He's dribbling it. Don't do that again, Drummond. Hand off to Bruce. Bounce pass to Drummond. Posts up. Kessler's a wide open 3, top of the key. Knocks it down! Even though Patty's been poopy, Kessler has been wonderful. He has not missed a 3-pointer, I don't think. 35 seconds between shot and game. They're just going to shoot a 3. Are you for fucking real? Smart. The ball rolls all the way up the court. He picks it up, shoots a 3 from like 6 feet behind the line, and knocks it down. Smart is going bonkers tonight. Cam, mid-range is off. Kess gets the offensive board. We hold for 1, please. And Williams fouled Drummond. Don't ask me how that's a foul. Celtics brought their lucky charms. Some of the shots they're making are just bullshit. But some of the shots... I mean, part of it is the fact that we just don't have all our players. But, you know, is what it is. Mills is shooting the free throws. I think it's a technical. Paddy, make your free throws! Oh, for fuck's sake, man. That is the worst thing that could happen. Paddy misses the free throw, the tech. Drummond is shooting a pair. And we know that he's not great from the free throw line. So we could easily be coming up empty here. Here we go. Free throw 1 is good. Bro, Drummond is shooting better from the line than Paddy, bro. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like on it. Show the support and subscribe. We will be back here in a couple days for Nets Bucks. Drummond's second free throw is good. Celtics will hold for 1. You already know Marcus Smart is just going to shoot like a fucking 16 foot behind the line 3-pointer and score it. Here we go. He hands it off to Tatum, who drives on Bruce. He tried to shoot over like 6 players. Drummond. Oh! That was close, but it's halftime. And it is 67-52 Boston. I tell you what. We have played absolutely terribly. But amazingly, we can still say we are in this contest. Amazingly. Unbelievable. Share your thoughts about the first half. We are going to look at the box score as is. Saba show tradition for the Nets. You can see the box score here. Kess off the bench has been a pleasant surprise. He has not missed a shot. He scored 8. Which really helps when Cam Thomas is going 1 of 7. But we do know when Cam played the Knicks, he was 2 of 11 and scored 7 of his 10 shots in the last quarter. Could it happen again? Potentially. Patty Mills has not hit a shot. He has been poopy from the line. He has pretty much done nothing. Nothing. Bruce Brown has been exceptional. Played some decent enough defense on Tatum. Johnson has been crap. But unfortunately, he should not be having to do this. He should not be playing 16 minutes a night, let alone in one half. Drummond was very good in that second quarter. Gave us that offensive spark we needed. He's got 9 and 5 in a half. He's -2. He's the best plus-minus on the team right now. So that's sort of given a little bit of a gauge. Seth Curry was good. Decent enough. I mean, hasn't hit a 3, but, you know, he's hit a few mid-ranges. Obviously, the offense was lacking a little bit. The three-point shooting is woeful. We have been at the line a fair bit, which I rate. The offensive rebounding has been good. Shooting just generally is crap. But the turnovers, we're looking after that at the moment. If we can keep that below 8, below 7, I have faith that we can get back in this game. Let's just have a look at the Boston box score. You can see Boston, they've had a few more free throws. 3-point shooting, they're still above 50%. Mind you, they were 8 of 14. So that sort of dipped a little bit, but just generally, they're shooting the ball better. They've made 3 more shots, but have had 10 less shots. Turned the ball over 6 times, so that's helped a little bit. Tatum is 13. Brown is 13. Smart is 12. Williams is 10. I mean, the scoring spread is unreal. They've only got an 8-man rotation tonight. Haven't called on Daniel Tice at all. that's really the only other guy you could probably play. Nearly everyone has scored a 3 for them, bar Grant Williams and Robert Williams. Guys who you don't want to be. If you're a Celtics fan, you don't want them to be shooting threes, and you'd be absolutely ecstatic with the performance of the Celtics tonight, man. Tatum hasn't been as efficient as his other teammates, but has picked up the slack when the defense or the offense was lacking a little bit in the middle part of that second quarter. Marcus Smart has been absolutely ridiculous. 4 of 5 from 3. I mean, how is that sustainable? I hope it's not, because I really don't want to look at the box score at the end of the game and say Marcus Smart hit 9 threes on us. Brown has only taken the 7 shots. To be honest, well, no one's taken more than 9 shots for Boston, but yet they've scored 67, so there you have it. That is just some good team basketball for you in a nutshell on your screen right now. And you look at the Nets, and, well, no one's taken more than 8 shots for us, but it really doesn't help when one of your best players is shooting 0 of 6, and your bench scorer is going 1 of 7. So that doesn't really help. It's really like that game earlier in the season against Boston, which we won. Tatum shot at 4 of 16, and Jaylen Brown shot at 5 of 15. And they went a combined 1 of 14 from 3. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. Okay, I need to get back to the chat messages. How bad would the score be without Drummond? Pretty bad, I'd say. Get the positives out of it. The positive is we're only down 15. And that's with Patty playing bad and Cam Thomas playing bad. So, I have a bit of faith, but I also don't. Because we've given away 10 threes in a half. You should do an AFL stream tonight. I'll only do AFL streams if there's a watch along to do or whatever. Celtics not going to collapse like the Knicks. You just never know. You never know. It is the NBA. Strange things happen. But obviously it's not as likely. I'm going to need to pray so that the Nets win, please. Yeah, I mean, man, whoever's controlling the simulation, I really hope that they've got it in for the Brooklyn Nets. They're hyped for it, and they want us to win. I hope so, but bro, I don't think the gods are listening today. When Marcus Smart is hitting crazy shots 10 feet behind the line, bro, it's curtains, mate. So hopefully, the basketball gods, are evening things out for us. Do another AFL Dice game after the stream. We'll do one of those every week. From the sounds of it, you liked it, so I'm happy you did. I actually urge any guys that are from America or are uneducated on the game of AFL, I highly recommend you watch the Dice Footy stuff, because it's actually a really simple game that can sort of educate you on how footy works. Australian footy works. You probably have to watch the promo, which is on my channel, first, and then you can watch the first episode, but it's up to you. But it is a very simple game that you can actually play at home. You can root for a team, see if they win the championship that we got going here. But it is a very fun game. I'm only going to do it once a week, though, because otherwise, if I do it every 3 days, 2 days, every day, it's going to get tiresome. It's going to become burnout. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. How about Tatum's dunk? It was nasty, I will say that. I don't know why he stared down Kessler Edwards when he threw it down over Drummond. I mean, probably because he doesn't want to mess with someone that's a bit bigger in size. So there's nothing better than staring down a rookie, you know what I'm saying? Please help Saba by growing his young channel by hitting the like button. Hey, it's, the only reason I like the channel to grow is so we can get more people, a part of the community. It sounds like a bit corny, a bit cheesy, but the more people here, like, the more awesome it's gonna get with regards to discussions, with regards to talking. Like, this is why I started the channel. I love talking. I love talking about sports. And if I can get as many people that love sports into the stream at one time, you have opinions, you share them with me. I discuss why they're bad, why they're fair. That's the aim. That's the goal. That's what I've been trying to achieve with this whole thing. So, yeah. But thanks. Well, we actually hit 200 subs over the All-Star break. So I really thank you for showing your support in the last few months. It's obviously got much better in the last few months. Yeah, I think this was our biggest subscriber month in the history of the channel. So thank you to everyone who's new around here, that's seen the channel for the first time and stuck around. Usually on national TV games, we don't get this many viewers, because people are like, well, let me watch the game. I can just watch the game. But the fact that you're here, you're engaging, you're listening in, hearing another take. I'm happy. I'm very happy that you're here. So appreciate it. But enough of the cheesiness. Let's get back to basketball. You bet money on the Nets. I don't bet. I probably never will. Sure, it's tempting, and sure, my friends do it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, there's just no incentive. Like, you just lose more than you win, basically. And sure, you can win something, but the problem is, if you win something, then you're going to get addicted to it, and then you're going to go on a big losing streak, and you won't know how to stop. Because you look at that one time you won, and you're like, look how much I could have won. But you just completely disregard the fact that you lost $2,000. So the shit you made is gone. And you're still going, trying to win that 2K again, only to lose that 2K again. And there's no guarantee that you're winning 2K again. So that's just my thoughts. I don't promote gambling whatsoever. It's your life, though. You do what you want. Around the grounds so far today, the Cavaliers are down on the Pistons. Don't ask me how that's happened. Phoenix are up on the Thunder in what is a close game. It looks like it's halftime there as well. Low scoring there. Chicago are beating the Hawks by 5. And the Grizzlies are beating the Wolves by 3. So we have a lot of close games, with the exception of this one. Unfortunately. But, you'd be lying to me if you said that you didn't expect it. Because, let's face it, we all expected this to happen. We all expected us to be down 15. Unfortunately, yeah, it is what it is. But, yeah. So, anyway, if you have anything to say in the chat about anything sports related, let us know. The chat's been very lively today, so I really appreciate everyone throwing in their 2 cents about anything sports related. But for the moment, I think I'm just going to chill out just a little bit. Because usually I don't have this time in other streams to just, like, rest the voice a little bit. Because this shit is exhausting. You try speak for 2.5 hours, and your throat is basically stuffed. You like need to drink 2 freaking liters of water. Just to, ensure that you can actually keep going for the second half. I'm not saying it's exhausting, like physically draining, like I've been through hell and back. This compares to a 9-to-5 job, because it doesn't, let's be honest, but it is pretty tough going, speaking 2.5 hours non-stop. I don't understand how commentators do it, man. Sports commentators, bro, they're built different. They are built different. What should I do if I'm too lazy to record a new video? If that's a question for you, or if that's an advice question you're asking me, simply put, my answer is don't feel obligated to record something if you don't want to or you don't need to. I will only record something if I want to or I need to. And usually you don't need to film something. Besides the fact that you want to remain consistent and upload consistently. But I'm always of the mindset that if you're just posting something for the sake of it, because you need to get an upload out and it is garbage content, don't post it. Don't post it. That's more bigger audience. If you're a smaller audience, then just post whatever and don't worry about it. Like, don't what's the word? I'm trying to think. Yeah, don't give a shit if like people aren't gonna like it. Just experiment with stuff. Obviously, I'm in no position to give advice because my channel's still small, but yeah, if you're lazy, even if you're lazy, to record something, try get ahead of the game. If you want to make like a thumbnail or something, thumbnails to get ahead. If you have plans to make certain things, but you're putting off doing it, then yeah, just like make thumbnails, make all the shit. Like usually before I do streams, I will make this overlay and I'll make the thumbnail. I'll readjust the thumbnail to suit whatever game. And that'll work. And then I don't have to worry about it until like the morning of when I start. So work on that stuff if you can't be asked recording. And then once you can be bothered recording, then you just, you know, you'll be able to put out videos quick fire, or you'll be able to plan them out. Like, if you record 4 things at once, after having prepared the thumbnails and the whatever else at once, then you can just, with the schedule feature on YouTube Studio, you can just literally time it so they come out every second day. So you're not like, you're allowing each video to have its own space. And, you know, because, yeah, I mean, in one way, like, people will, like, binge it, but they won't. Focus on, like, the video doing bits or trying to perform, and then, you know, once it's probably reached its peak, you know, then that's when you put out the next one, because people may be seeking more. Yeah, my content is trash. Don't think like that. If it is trash though, and you believe it is, find ways to make it better, and think what you're going to do to make it better. I just knew from the start that I needed a webcam, and I needed a microphone. And I obviously have the luxury of being a little bit older, so I can provide for myself and get this stuff. But obviously, if you're younger and you can't, well, just try make do with what you got. The second half is starting, by the way. That's just my take, though. Obviously, other people would say differently, but yeah. We all start from like a pretty interesting base. Looks like we're starting with the 2-3 zone. Interesting. Horford, smart in the corner, back to Tatum at the top of the key. And that is a wide open 3, which he missed. But Horford could have easily grabbed the ball in the air, and instead, he tapped it. And it actually went out of bounds. So the Nets control here. Bruce to Seth. Screen for Drummond. Or by Drummond. Seth push shot is no good. That was a very good look. It didn't go down. And Horford will bring it up on the right side. He hands it to Smart on the wing. Guarded by Patty. Don't give him a look. Horford in the corner. Brown. Oh, good roll by Williams, and that is an easy dunk. Beautiful pick and roll by the Celtics, and that is just another textbook play. Bruce. Mills, back to Bruce. That was a really weird possession, but Bruce with a wonderful high arcing floater, and the Nets have the first basket of the second half. They look for the alley-oop, and man, how do we not intercept that? Full court pass, almost. And somehow not one Nets player was able to get a hand in there. Drummond, Bruce. The Celtics are... I don't know if they're playing a 3-2 zone or man-on-man. I'm not too sure. But Bruce drives. Skip past the Johnson in the corner. He's shooting threes. Oh my fucking god, it's an air ball. Drummond off the glass. Offensive rebound was crucial there, and we got it. And then we force a turnover. Celtics trying to push the pace. Curry, Johnson, bounce past Bruce, and he fumbled it. And he fucking turned it over. How do you do that? Brown, good contest by Drummond, and we force another turnover. Come on, we got to capitalize on this shit. Johnson drives on Horford. That's a block. I thought that was off the glass, but obviously it wasn't. Smart. Pass Mills. Brown on the wing. It's off. No one scored. Oh my god, and they got a fucking offensive board again. Bounce pass. Horford, score. That was rapid. Unbelievable, man. That was an extremely long possession, but bro, how on earth, man? Seth Curry with the sidestep jumper, and it is good. Leads back down to 15. It's hung around this margin for so long. So long. Smart to Tatum. Defense is looking a bit better, though. Have to say. Tatum one-on-one with Mills, though. That is not a good matchup. He kicks it to Smart in the corner. Seth Curry almost gave up on the play. Thought Tatum was going to shoot it, and he just let Smart slowly shift into the corner where he scored the 3. So Mills, handoff to Johnson. Mid-range. Why the fuck are you shooting the mid-range, Johnson? Officially, he is the guy that has taken the most shots on a given night. Horford is a wide-open 3. That's off. How do we interrupt our own defensive rebounds? Oh my fucking god, man. Tatum corner 3 is good. Leads back up to 21. Bro, we had 4 players under the basket to get the board. And somehow, one idiot put his arm out, didn't get the board, but just tapped it right to Boston. We had it covered. If you weren't in position to get the rebound, don't go for it, man. Like, I'm going to have a look at this right now. I need to have a look at this. So, Johnson, Brick. Let's see who fucking touched this. So, Horford misses the 3. We had Drummond, Curry, and Brown all there. Drummond tapped the ball away from Curry and Brown, which basically meant that Boston players, there was Smart on the left wing, Tatum on the right wing, and Horford top of the key. One of those 3 guys could have peeled off and just grabbed the ball at their own accord, because they're not guarding anyone, and they're not getting guarded either. So Drummond has done that and basically fucked the possession. And then we had weakness on the wing, and Tatum was just wide open. So just like that, the lead has blown out to 20 fucking 1. Just when I thought we could have gotten back into this game, we're actually shooting ourselves in the foot. And look, I don't really know where the solution is in a game like this, man. Because, fam, I swear to God, if I have to see Johnson shoot another fucking mid-range, I'm going to lose it. Bro, this guy... Wait, I need to go to the box score. Don't ask me why there was a black screen. Bro, he's shooting 2 of 11, and he's our fucking top. Oh my God, he shot the most field goals on the team, man. Who said that that was a good idea? I would rather have Kessin, bro. Blake. Anyone. How can you justify Johnson playing 20 minutes, and have Blake and Kess on the bench. I don't care if Kess is undersized. He scored 2 threes. I don't care if Blake's missed 2 threes already this game. He's played 7 minutes and he's a physical guy. Why is he not playing? It's unbelievable. Like, I don't get it, man. What is triggering? Everything. Everything. Fam, we're down 21. Oh, man. Just give me a break. Oh, my God. I mean, so many things bad have happened that, especially for a game like this, couldn't happen. Paddy needs to score, and he hasn't scored 1 field goal. Who else? Johnson has shot the most field goals for the Nets. Bad. Seth Curry has not hit 1 3. Bad. Cam Thomas has 2 points on the night. Bad. Paddy fumbled his dribble, but he still got it. Bruce, 3. I mean, surely you didn't draw that one up out of the timeout, man. A Bruce 3-pointer. Like, it's got to be better than that, man. There's no fucking spacing. Durant would have helped the spacing so much, man. Curry, mid-range is lovely. He's scored a couple from the right wing, but the lead is back down to 19. It's a long road back. I thought we were back in the game, but we are not. We've gotten it down to like 13, and that's probably as close as we've gotten. Horford is guarded by Curry. Turnover by Bruce. Bad pass. Give it to Paddy. He's going to pull up for 3. Oh my God, he's missed so many fucking shots. That was wide open too. That was a good look. You have to score those, Paddy. Brown scores the pull-up mid-range, bro. I thought you said they had an opportunity to come back after the half. It was provided a lot of things that didn't work in the first half, did work in the second half. I.e., Patty Mills scoring. He just had a wide open pull-up 3 and he missed it. Curry. Bruce, he had a layup and he gave it to Bruce in the corner. That's not going to work. And Bruce didn't even hit the rim. Bro, it's just the lineup, man. Paddy does so much. He will lift the offensive ceiling of this lineup on the floor right now if he can score. But he doesn't score, man. He's not scoring. He hasn't scored tonight. Brown, 3 is short. We get the long board. Seth. Paddy was there. Seth pulls up instead. And he's got it. He's got it. 81-63, Boston. And Seth could have easily passed to Paddy in the corner, but instead he took it himself. And he's shooting 7 of 12. Horford is a wide open 3. What is going on here? In the corner, bro. Maybe the Celtics are just a better team tonight. Bro, they're full strength. Curry shoots another 3. It's off. And Bruce was swarming there to get the offensive board, but it was too long. It's a blocking foul on Seth Curry? What? 6 minutes to play in this quarter. And Boston have the solid lead. I'll trade Paddy for a slice of pizza. Yeah, I mean, the pizza, you know what you're going to get. It's going to taste good. Well, it depends what guy you get it from or pizza shop. Paddy, it's just like, you'd never know what you're going to get on a given night. But anyway, it's going to be a side out for Boston. We need to get a stop here. If we get a stop, score 3 on the other end, the lead is back down. Beautiful slip by White. Grant Williams open in the corner. That looked online. It was off, though. Bit long. Bruce will bring it up. Seth Curry has got it here. Cam Thomas is in for Paddy. Seth pull-up midi is good. And he's working hard, Seth Curry. He's shooting the ball very well, despite our offensive struggles in this game. Brown one-on-one with Cam. That is not a foul. It's going to be 2 shots, though, for Jalen after Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas fouled him, stuck his arm in. I went to school with Horford's dad a long time ago. I don't know how old you are then, because, well, Horford's in his 30s, so we're reaching a wider audience, a wider demographic of people. Mate, I bet it would have been a long time ago. Brown scores free throw 1. Just got a little bit of a view on Dragic on the bench there. Can probably expect to see him soon. Nash, that's the one good thing Nash has done. He recruited Dragic. Especially as we wait for Kyrie to come back for home games. He's going to be extremely handy. Curry, faked the 3, got it back. Mid-range is off. And that one, he wasn't even... it was uncontested, basically. Now White tries to get past Kess. And he scored. Unbelievable shot there. 1983. My God, man. My God. The world was a different place in that time. Again, super existential here. Aldridge with the nice little spin. And score. They push the pace. Derek White could have shot a 3. He goes baseline. And Kess, man, hit the deck. And they deemed it a blocking foul. So it's going to be a couple free throws once again for Jaylen Brown. To those who are enjoying the stream, drop a like on it. We've had some good support so far. So if you haven't already, drop a like on it. And subscribe to the show. We will be back in a couple of days' time for Nets Bucks. And we will have a few more watch-alongs. Maybe 10 or so before the playoffs. So plenty of NBA content coming your way on this channel. Derek White second free throw, or well, yep, that's good. So he goes perfect from the line, and Curry will bring it up. Aldridge, Cam Thomas, oh my God, bro, fumbled the ball after Aldridge executed the handoff, and yeah. Painful. Derek White 3. Quick trigger is off. Johnson rebound. Push the pace, James. He takes it all the way and fucking missed the dunk, bro. It somehow turned into a pass to Kess in the corner. Curry. Guarded by Smart. Screen by Johnson. We got 8 seconds. We need to shoot the ball. Johnson, you fucking idiot. Good pass to Aldridge. He got fouled. And he will go to the line and shoot a couple with 2.5 seconds on the shot clock. He was our 7-foot center. All the girls were crazy for him. What can I say? Girls like athletes, man. In that time, and probably now as well. The landscape has changed a little bit, though, in that regard. Aldridge, first free throw is good. Leads back down to 18. And second free throw coming up. Gee, this is a long wait. Okay, and he scores the second free throw. So, 4 minutes to play. Paddy's about to check in. 86-69 is the scoreline here. Tatum. Shoots the 3. It's long. Oh, for fuck's sake! Johnson! Tatum, top of the key, is going to score it. Yep. I cannot be fucked. I cannot be fucked. Johnson, once again. It's like whenever we could have, man, a stop would have been so handy there. Instead, it's a fucking 5-point swing. We don't score and we... Well, actually, it's a 7-point swing. Because we let them score 5 and we missed our 2-pointer on the other end. Johnson, you fucking idiot, bro. The amount of times today, long rebound, it brushes off, the ball brushes off a Nets player's hand. When we have like 2 under the basket, that tap fucks it up because it redirects the ball. Obviously, the Nets players haven't adjusted to where this ball would go, and it goes straight to Boston. Johnson, if you can't get to the ball, don't go for it. Because if you half-ass it, it's curtains, mate. We're seeing it tonight. If you can't get to the ball, you can only get one hand to it. Don't go for it. We had reinforcement. Curry was right there. That's the second time tonight as well. It's gone from us getting the board to them scoring a 3. It always happens. I think it's happened 2 or 3 times. That is a 9-point swing. 18-point swing, potentially. Considering we could have scored 3 threes the other way. Good night. I think the Nets lose. See you in Nets at Bucks. Well, I mean, if you're leaving, fair play to you, man. But, like, we do this to ourselves. The lead should not be this big. When I say it, when I say that it could be an 18-point swing, 3 times that shit's happened. And 3 times we could have gone the other way and scored a 3. And then I say it's an 18-point swing. We're 4 points behind. It's 22 points now. It could be a 2-possession game if we were adequate at getting rebounds. We had the rebound too, and then we fucked it. We gave it away. It's just common sense, bro. We do that all the time. We get in the way of our own teammates to get rebounds. I don't understand the thinking behind it. Surely you've been in the league long enough to understand this. If I, who has not stood foot in America or an NBA court, can see it and can understand it, then they, as NBA players, NBA veterans, should be able to understand it. Wamaru says Claxton, Blake, Aldridge, Drummond, Johnson, and well, that would be probably the weirdest lineup I would ever see. But you know what? Claxton at the point. Well, I'd be interested to see what that would be like. We just have to post up though. The problem is no one can space in that team. Aldridge, maybe. Johnson, he can shoot threes, but I don't want to see him shoot anything outside of the paint ever again. And even so, he can't even shoot in the paint. He doesn't offer offense. The Nets are going to be the 8th-seeded team in the playoffs. We're just going to wait for the lads to come back. When KD comes back, I don't have to see Johnson play more than 20 minutes a game. Maybe not even 15. When Ben Simmons comes in, when Goran Dragic comes in, I probably don't need to see Mills play 30 a night. Aldridge is short on the mid-range. Kess, good fight. And he wasn't able to get the offensive board. Williams the other way. Horford, top of the key, guarded by Bruce. Smart, guarded by Cam, right side. Goes down the middle, kicks it back out of Derek White, and he airballed the 3. I don't think we're going to be the 8th seed. When KD comes back, Johnson's out of the lineup. When Joe Harris is in, Bruce is out of the lineup. When, wait, Aldridge, Kess on the wing. He's knocked down another 3. Kess has not missed tonight. Why is this guy not played at the 4 over Johnson? Oh my god, man. Tatum, guarded by Cam. Good screen by Horford, and it is an absolute runway for Tatum to the rim. Good whip by Horford to sort of shield the space that Tatum was driving into to ensure that Horford or Aldridge never got there. Mills 3. That's off. Mills still hasn't hit a shot tonight. My god, man. Tatum 1-on-1. Williams has a wide open 3 top of the key, and he missed it, but Horford got the rebound. White spin, and miss. Good defense by Bruce there. Aldridge brings it up. Is Kess should just shoot it again. No hezzy. Oh, that's good defense. Oh, Kess, bro. I can't be fucked. That's wonderful defense because Aldridge rolled to the rim. The Celtics just blitzed Kess. The pass never got over the top, and then it was just curtains. Aldridge. Bruce. Aldridge in the post again, guarded by Smart. And Smart, once again, gets down and dirty and was able to force another turnover. Horford. It's an offensive foul. All those returning players come back. They won't be in playing shape for a couple of weeks. KD will be fine. I think they're already playing conservative with KD. KD was actually... I think this was... Okay, well, we'll go to timeout, but KD actually... Well, his injury was 4 to 6 weeks. And he sustained the injury. I think they said 4 to 6 weeks. Now, let me just have a look at when we last played the Pels. We last played the Pels on January 16. It is 5 weeks, in essence. And KD, I mean, next week will be the end of that time frame. The 4 to 6 week time frame. So, I can't see him coming back later than next week. I can see him coming back very early next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know when we play, though. I think... Well, we played Toronto twice. And that's going to be very good games. It is a back-to-back. Home and away back-to-back. I can see him playing one of the 2 games. Or both. Ben Simmons, however, probably later in the week. Joe Harris is a mystery. Kyrie Irving can't play in Canada. So we won't be seeing him in those games. Provided the mandate remains how it is. Dragic, I would assume he may be back. He obviously has been out for quite a while, though. That's everyone, I think, accounted for. So you may expect to see Dragic and Kevin Durant back. And that will go a long way. We're back, though. Aldridge, top of the key. Cam. Mid-range, good. That's only his second make of the night. Tatum will let the ball roll. Good, strong screen by Horford. Tatum pull-up is good. I don't know if it was a 3 or a 2. Apparently it was a 3. Nothing new there. Bruce. Cam. One-on-one guarded by Grant Williams. He misses that one. And Horford with a strong rebound. So Smart will give it a Tatum. They will hold for 1. The lead is 24 for Boston. And... Yep, Tatum will bring it up. Let's see what he can do. He's ISO'd on Kess. Well, with Kess guarding him. Get the rebound. We do. 1 second. And Mills ruined his... well, it's already ruined, but ruined his box score a little bit more. And all Steve Nash has to do is this. Gee, I'd be applauding a 24-point deficit. As a coach, I would. Sure I would. For those who are uneducated about AFL, if you put up a performance like this, I mean, there is excuse, obviously we have players out, but you can't keep using that as a problem. You still got to show fight. You can't be down 24. It's not like we have a bunch of shit players like we did last time we played Boston. We have improvements on that roster. That versus Boston weeks ago. But if like with a performance this bad in the AFL, you are getting an absolute spray. You are getting yelled at. You are getting told that this isn't good enough and you have to play with more edge. There was a game years ago in the AFL. The Crows, you wouldn't know who this is, but the Crows were playing the D's. They were down by like 90 points at three-quarter time. And what did the coach do? The coach did one of the coldest things that you could possibly do as a coach. He just stared at them. For a full 2 minutes, he didn't say a word to them. Nor did they say a word back. They stood in silence. Tell me how intense that would be. Your coach doesn't even give you the time of day to say one word. That's how bad the performance was by them. Steve Nash doesn't have the balls to do anything on that level. The greater good wants to know our schedule, the remaining schedule. What's relevant probably is the next 2 weeks, so I will say the next 2 weeks. We have the Bucks, then we have a back-to-back against the Raptors, then we have the Heat, then we play the Celtics again, the Hornets, the Sixers, and then the Knicks. That is our next 2 weeks. It is extremely tough. It could see us under 500, but I also have a lot of hope, a lot of faith that, we'll be able to get our players back, besides probably Joe Harris. But I think like one of the next 4 or 5 is away or at home. The Raptors game away from home won't count as a game that Kyrie can play in because Canada has similar mandates to New York. I don't know if they've lifted actually, but unfortunately, well, at this point in time, I may be mistaken, but I don't think he plays in those. Start of the last quarter, though. I mean, I haven't looked at the box score. I goddamn don't want to. Okay, so Kyrie's potential availability. I guess the gods were listening. 22 Nets games remaining. 12 home games. 2 road games with vaccine mandates. 8 games eligible to play if the NYC vax mandate remains unchanged. So only 8 of the final 22 can Kyrie play. Which is a little bit of a problem. Just a little. Just a smidgen. But anyway, let's just see what this last quarter has to give. Cam Thomas is bringing it up. Seth Curry sets a screen. Johnson doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He gives it to Curry. Johnson pulls back out of the three-point line. Cam just threw it to Grant Williams. I don't know what he's doing. Oh my fucking god! Circus shot by Williams. He was losing the ball in midair. Just threw it. And it went down. Circus shot, man. And guess who fucking fouled him? James Johnson. Fuck me, bro. I don't understand how we can... Well, this is the problem. You're not going to win games with James Johnson as his starting power forward. That's not tough. That is brutal. It is a very brutal schedule, given the roster we have. If you bring KD back, it all of a sudden doesn't look as scary, because you got a guy like KD. And you've also got Ben Simmons, which adds something different that we don't know what it is yet. We haven't seen Ben Simmons play on this Nets team. Dragic, we don't know what his role is going to be. We don't know. Well, that's dependent on how many games Kyrie plays. I feel. There could be games where you rely on Dragic, you rely on Mills, you rely on Curry, Simmons. There's a lot of ball handlers, I'll tell you what. There was a bit of a struggle for that earlier in the season, but now we got no worries. Tatum misses the mid-range as it trickles out. There probably won't be an NBA Finals this year. If you're talking about the Nets, you just don't know. If the Nets have a full-strength team in the playoffs, I don't care where they're positioned. 8th, 6th, 4th. They're not going to get higher than 4th, though, let's be honest. If they can get into the playoffs, any team that plays them, it's going to be a nightmare matchup for them. Derek White drives, and beautiful floater. Little shooters bounce. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, imagine finishing at the two, like, oh god, Johnson nearly fumbled it. Hold on. He's doing some pivot move. Curry in the corner. Got it by Tatum. Drives down the middle, and it's off. Horford brings it up. They're just playing transition basketball. Pritchard has a wide open 3, and that is off. Aldridge rebound. Bruce will bring it up. I think he means... Oh, wow. Derek White, that's a blocking foul. I think he means no NBA Finals for the Nets. That's what I'm saying. Imagine finishing as the 2 seed. You've had this wonderful season. Let's just say, hypothetically, the Cavs finish at the 2 seed. Imagine playing an absolutely magnificent regular season and then having to come up against the Nets, who were 7th. How stiff do you have to be for that to happen? Like, bro, unreal. Bruce is going to the line for 2 free throws and he bricked the first one. The Nets are rusty. They're not rusty. It's just... I think it's very just easy to overthink because we've lost all these games, you know. The Nets are bad. But then you look at the roster and then you realize, well, we haven't seen what this team can do when they're full strength. But that's the problem. The whole time KD's been there, Derek White is fouled on the drive. The problem is, you just don't... Like, you've never seen this Nets team full strength at the peak of their powers at their ceiling. We've seen a glimpse. We just simply don't know what it looks like. Our best team. We don't even know what the best rotation is. Steve Nash doesn't even know what that looks like. Derek White misses free throw 1. It's pretty simple. We just don't know. Because we have that many players that are capable of playing meaningful minutes. But yet somehow they haven't delivered. Or some of them haven't delivered. I think it's more so the fact that players are playing roles that they shouldn't be playing. Bigger roles than they should be playing. Or shouldn't be playing. Johnson should not be taking mid-range shots. Good off-ball movement by Bruce, but he missed a floater. He should not be playing more than 15 minutes a game. Given his ability and talent at this time in his career, mind you, he never had significant amounts of talent. Obviously, he made the NBA, but that's as far as it goes. He should not be playing starter minutes for a contender. At the moment, we're not a contender, and the reason is because we have players like Johnson in that lineup. Curry is a wide open 3. He knocks it down, and that's his first 3 for the fixture. The lead's back down to 23. So there's going to be a point where you just assume we're going to bring in all the bench unit. There's 9 minutes to play, so mathematically the game's not over, but it's going to have to require a miracle. Johnson just fucking passed it away to Aldridge. Oh, what a fucking idiot, Johnson. I mean, Johnson is passing it to Aldridge, who's running downhill, and he's passing it behind him. How is Aldridge supposed to get there? It is a pass that is in no way advantageous. No way advantageous for Aldridge. And he's 36. You want him to go back and get it. Like, fuck. What an idiot. What an idiot. And that's the example I'm saying. Tatum with the fast break dunk on the other end before. But yeah, you're just asking for it if you've got players like Johnson in the starting lineup doing stupid shit like that. Aldridge in the post, backing down Grant Williams. His push shot is good. David Duke has come into the game. I'm not too sure who for, though. It looks like he's come in for... Who the hell did he come in for? Johnson. Way. Brown. Horford corner 3 is wide open again. But he's missed it. So David Duke with the board. Bruce will bring it up. Hand off to Curry. Hesitates on the 3. Step back midi. Ah. That's off. Tatum. Brings it up. Spin move on Cam. Got right past him. And apparently it's a foul. Personally, I thought that was a good shot contest. But obviously the refs see better. Not always, though. Remember that, kids. Celtics already in the bonus with 7.5 left. This is going to be a long, long last quarter. If you're enjoying the stream, though, drop a like. Share your thoughts about the game. Share your thoughts about the Nets situation right now. We do have Milwaukee on Sunday, or Saturday, wherever you are in the world. Tatum converts his free throws. So yeah, make sure to subscribe so you're notified when that goes live. Curry brings it up here, guarded by Tatum at the logo. Aldridge handoff to Cam. Cam drives and got past Grant Williams, but the ball did not drop. Ukraine capital just got bombed as we speak. Bro, that's really depressing how that's transpired as well. I don't understand what's going on in the world. Is a shame. Kess comes in for Curry. That's probably the final indicator that we're raising the flag. But yeah, it's just a weird world we're living in at the moment, let's be honest. Anyway, 7 minutes to play and the lead is a sizable 24. I mean, second free throw by Cam is good. He's perfect at the free throw line. Brown guarded by Duke on the outside. Good defense by Duke. Hand off to Horford. Duck. Or not duck. Dunk. Claxton's in. Bruce is in. Duke's in. Cam's in. Kess is in. Bruce off the glass. Is off. Didn't get the angle. Was falling away from the basket and Tatum will bring it up. One-on-one with Duke. Oh, wow. It's oh, my God. That is just... That's what happens when you're one of the best, better scorers in the league. Just some nice little dribble moves on the outside and then just can shoot a three like that. It's unreal. Cam Thomas responds with a midi of his own. Tatum will control once again and bring the ball up. Guarded by Cam Thomas. Got right past him with ease. Pritchard on the right wing. He misses, but Horford gets the board. Offensive board, hands it out to Williams, and there's another three-pointer. That's what happens when you can't get offensive boards, lads. And currently, we don't have the lineup that will do that. They've got Horford and Williams. We've got Claxton and David Duke as our front court right now. The lead is 27. Marlon's back. Hope you're doing decent. You probably wish you didn't come back because we're down by a ridiculous margin. David Duke gets there after Tatum bounced it off his foot and he's fouled. Jaylen Brown is a bit sore after he hit the deck, holding his wrist, and that's not what you want with 5.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter when you're up 27. You don't want your good players to be getting injured. But is what it is. If you're enjoying the stream, you know the deal. Drop a like on it and subscribe to the show. It's much appreciated if you do. Anyway, this one is, well, it's sort of wraps, let's be honest. We're just going to see a bit of Claxton action at this point in time because, you know, obviously, you know, there's no better time to bring in Nick Claxton and experiment than 5 minutes left in the game when you're down 27. I mean, Nash loves to experiment, so why isn't he experimenting earlier in the contest? He tried Clax for 4 minutes and then was like, nah, fuck this, so I'm gonna try it out with other people. The Pistons beat the Cavs. The Pistons beat the Cavs. Wow. And the Wolves are beating the Grizz right now. The Hawks are in a close tussle with the Bulls as well. So we've got some good games across the board. Oh, the Cavs are missing Levert and Garland, I think. So, sort of expected just a little bit. In saying that, the Pistons are tanking. They're not really going out of their way to win. Yeah, they got Rondo starting the Cavs. Markkanen scored 22. That's all right. Good one with 15. How did the Pistons win with Cunningham shooting 4 of 16 and Grant shooting 4 of 15? It looks like Diallo off the bench, 21 points and 3 of 3 from deep. Magruder in 16 minutes scored all 4 threes, and Bagley had 16 off the bench. So it was their bench unit that did the work in that contest. Yeah. So that's really what, bro? The Pistons are winning the season series against the Cavs. I'm confusion. But yeah, we're just waiting for another timeout to end. Bro, just end my suffering. Why call timeouts at this time of game, bro? The game is over. I don't care. Just make your subs from the side when the side out passes are happening, man. When there's a foul or a freaking the ball goes out of bounds. Come on, like, oh man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway. Let's have a look. Jaylen Brown's wrist got caught, it looks like, so he may be... Well, they're not going to play him for the rest of the way. That would just be dumb. And Brown looks like he is okay. He looks like he's okay, Jaylen Brown. Duke missed the first free throw, converted the second after he was fouled on the shot before the timeout. Pritchard will bring it up. Dayron's in for some action. Neesmith knocks down the 3. So Claxton and Dayron Sharp are in at the same time. That is interesting. Clax with the throwdown over Tice. I mean, surely there's got to be a moment where Nash is just like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to play Clax extended minutes. Bro, play him at the 4 just cause. I'm really confused because I don't know, like, oh wow, what the fuck? Tice just drove on Kess and scored and dunked over him, driving from the 3-point line to along the baseline. Yeah, and then he threw it down. Bro, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But Dayron scores and 1. Celtics have some good shooters. Yeah, they got some good shooters across the board. But, you know, I mean, 120 points. Like, that really says a lot about how their offensive game has gone tonight. But it's not just the offense, you know, the defense creates the offense. And it works the other way as well, you know. Good offense leads to good defense. Because if you score, the Celtics are... Or, well, if we were scoring, the Celtics are constantly playing half-court offense. And they have shot creators. Obviously, we've seen with Tatum and Brown, but... yeah. Duke. Dayron gets the offensive board after Duke missed. Clax, good take, and good jam. Bro, I don't understand, man. We got to just try some different rotations. I don't know who the best center is for Brooklyn. Thomas, I don't know who this Thomas is from the Celtics, but he cut to the basket very nicely and laid it up. I, to this day, don't know who the best center on the roster is for the Nets. Claxton, interesting spin move that was an air ball. Because Clax can play defense. Tice just shoots a three and misses. Aldridge can score in the mid-range lethally, but he can't play defense for his life because he can't shuffle his feet. Drummond can offensively rebound and get, offensively rebound and get putbacks and shit. Another corner three, that's off. Dayron's never going to be in the discussion for best center, but Griffin, I don't really know what he offers. Why are you calling timeouts, fam? With 3 minutes to play, you know, fans are just getting ready to leave, getting up out of their seats, flocking to the exits. If you have enjoyed this stream, though, tonight or today, wherever you are, make sure to show the support and drop a like. And subscribe. We're going to be back here in 2 days' time for Nets Bucks. The support has been great today. It's been lovely. Had a nice little turnout. We don't usually get big turnouts for national TV games, but today there has been a bit of an exception. So I thank you everyone for tuning in and making it happen. Obviously the experience gets a lot better when people are buzzing in chat and whatnot. Obviously it's toned down as the the fire in the game has really just gone, considering we're down by this much. But when it was buzzing, when the chat was buzzing, it was buzzing and it was good fun. So I appreciate it. Everyone tuning in and showing that support. So yeah. But this is probably the last time out. I'm really hoping so. Because I just really want the suffering to end, and you know what, it probably will continue on Sunday, Saturday, whenever, in a couple days' time, because obviously I'm pretty sure we won't be seeing KD or Ben or anyone really. I think this will be the same roster. It'll be the same roster that played tonight that'll be playing against the Bucks, and when you realize that James Johnson picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter tonight, how many fouls is he going to pick up guarding Giannis? How many fouls is he going to pick up guarding Giannis? He's going to pick up all 6 in the first 8 minutes of the game. Because, fam, he's hopeless. He can't defend shit. I mean, defending Giannis is difficult as it is, but oh my god. And we can't even offensive rebound, fam. If we're stuffing up our own chances at offensive rebounds, we're screwed. Screwed. We're going to lose. We're going to be down 47-7 a quarter time. Defense is more important than rebounds and steals, though. Yeah, well, defense is a lot of things. But, like, tonight, we haven't had it. Ever since KD's gone, we have not had defense. Nothing. Someone like Clay makes the opposite player have to make difficult shots. There's a lot of good defenders. We don't have them. And, like, Claxton is one of those players where he, because of his length, really troubles offensive players. But the problem is, he is skinny as shit. So, if he can force a miss, it's basically, it doesn't make a difference. Oh, that's a beautiful cut. And then he traveled. But if you can force a miss with Claxton's length, you got no one under the basket to get the offensive board. And if Claxton is under the basket, sometimes he gets outbodied. So good defensive possessions are out the window. So it's like one of those really weird spaces where he offers one thing, but it could easily be cancelled out by the other. Dayron, good post move. And one. And Dayron has another opportunity to, convert an and one play. Yeah, so I don't know, man, but Ray has just said Mills 1 point in 29 minutes. Well, his shooting has been quite abysmal tonight. And those are the kind of nights you'll sometimes will get with Patty Mills. He can light it up and score 7 of his 11 threes, but he can also be equally shit. Neesmith, oh my goodness, on the wing, over Cam Thomas, scores a 3 like it was nothing. Duke was not fouled. Tried to muscle his way through, lost it, but it came off Boston, so a side out with 2 minutes to play in the contest. Cam Thomas will receive it. Mid-range is wonderful. And we hit triple digits. Didn't think I'd be saying that tonight, but here we are. Still down 25. 150 to play. Tice is under the basket on Duke. Don't ask me how that's happened with Dayron and Clax on the floor, but easy jam for Daniel Tice there. David Duke, screen by Clax. Goes all the way, and the finger roll is lovely. So 1:37 to play. Thomas gets the screen set by Cornet, or Cornet, whatever you want to say, Cornetto, I don't really care. Thomas is fouled by one of many. I don't know who it was. Claxton, Dayron, possibly. Probably Dayron because he's a bit less disciplined. The post-game is going to look something like me looking at the box score for 5 minutes and then pissing off because I can't be asked. First free throw, did a full 360 around the rim and then fell out. So first free throw is off. Second free throw coming up for Thomas. That's also off. And we'll bring it up again. Duke. Hand off to Cam. Dayron. Post up on Tice. Fouled again. He's going to shoot a couple more. Fam, can we just let this suffering end, bro? What happened there? Dayron's holding his arm. Dayron's holding his arm, his elbow. He can't shoot it. Okay, no, he can. I don't know what he was holding it for. Okay, and he scores his first free throw, no worries. 1:14 to play. Second free throw is good. 127-104 is the score. Neesmith will bring it up. Thomas, top of the key. Gets right past Dayron. He was always going to do that. Dayron's pretty slow, as he is the last man up the floor here for the Nets on offense. Duke has it on the left wing. Claxton rolls to the basket. Gives it a Cam instead on the outside. Dayron's going to try his luck from 3. And it hits back rim. Almost a rebound for Kess. But the Celtics secure. And with 40 seconds left, you wouldn't suspect the Celtics are going to shoot this. But of course they are. And Neesmith missed the layup. Kess brings it up. And was fouled with 29 seconds on the clock. And it's going to be free throws for Kess. So very late free throws for the Nets as the Celtics are relaxing on the bench. Kess hasn't missed a shot tonight. That is one silver lining. Has Kess found his shot back? Because obviously he was in a shooting slump for quite a long time. Obviously he had that very good start to his NBA career when COVID hit Brooklyn. But now, obviously, he is... well, he had a stretch that was pretty rough. He wasn't making, like, any shots. He'd hit, like, 1 3 a game on 5 attempts. He'd shoot at, like, 3 of 10 or 3 of 8 or 2 of 7 or something. But tonight he's gone and scored all 4 of his shots and all 3 of his threes. So, positive sign there, but could be a sign of things to come. Could be nothing more. But the Celtics run out the shot clock. And the Nets will run out the final 5 seconds of the contest And that's going to be it. 129-106. A comprehensive victory for Boston. And a pretty poor performance by the Nets out of the All-Star break. Although we probably did see this one coming, let's be honest. Much like the other contest that we played against the Celtics at the Barclays Center, it really came down to that first quarter. The first quarter, they blew us out. Last time out, they outscored us by 19. This one, they outscored us by 13. And that's where the ultimate difference was. You know, they sort of grew the lead gradually as the game went on, but unfortunately, we could never really cut back into that lead. We look at the box score, because I don't want to keep you waiting. I mean, just have a look at this. Like, the shooting splits are crap. Free throws, we've got to be a bit better. Offensive boards was decent. We had 10 turnovers, though, which is... I said if we had it at about 7, we'd have hope of winning the game. 10 isn't awful, but it's not great. Dayron actually played well off the bench in 6 minutes. 7 boards. Oh, no, 7 points. Cam was hella inefficient. Aldridge had no impact, even though he scored 9. Clax had 8 meaningless points. Kess, 4-4 from the field, 3-3 from 3. 2 free throws made. 2 offensive boards. 5 in total, 2 assists. I see that as a win. In 18 minutes, he did significantly well. And he did better than James Johnson in our starting lineup, who shot 2 of 12. Don't ask me how he got 12 shots. That's 12 more than he should be taking. 6 assists, 5 personals. I don't care. He was crap. Bruce Brown, he was very efficient in the first half, but then he was just trying to force a few up when the shots weren't falling, and it is what it is. He had 3 steals and 7 boards, 5 assists. He was probably one of our best players tonight. Seth Curry was decent. Shot it very, well, the most efficiently out of anyone on the court, basically. If we're looking at players that had high volume attempts. Yeah, but ultimately, like, the 22 points didn't really make a difference. If anything, it just made the scoreline look a bit respectable. Drummond, you know, didn't really do much in the second half. Sort of kept us hanging around when it reached halftime, but then it just blew out. And Patty Mills didn't make a shot, and he was 1 of 3 from the line. So he basically offered absolutely nothing, ultimately. And we needed to get like a 20-point performance out of him at least. We needed multiple guys to perform. But unfortunately, when you have Johnson running around shooting 2 of 12 and shooting garbage-ass mid-ranges and 3-pointers, Patty Mills doesn't hit one of his 9 shots. Mind you, half of those were probably wide open. And Cam Thomas doesn't shoot the ball efficiently outside of garbage time. That's going to be a problem. Especially if you don't have KD, Kyrie, Joe Harris, Dragic, all not in your team. So when these guys come back, we don't have to deal with the garbage. But unfortunately, until that happens, we have to basically deal with it. The Celtics, they shot at above 54%, scored 17 threes on a pretty good percentage. Free throws were just as bad as ours. They missed the same amount. But Tatum had 30. Good shooting. Horford had 11. Brown did what he had to do with 18 on decent efficiency. Marcus Smart missed 1 of his 6 threes. There's a problem for you. Giving Marcus Smart 5 threes. I mean, their front court was brutal in terms of rebounding the ball. They were great, and blocks and all that stuff. Grant Williams was good in the second half. He came to life. Derek White was good as well. Pritchard, I mean, he had his first 2 shots and then dried up. But, you know, it was a well-rounded performance by Boston. It really happened on the defensive side of the ball. Mind you, we didn't really have the playmakers to get the job done, but it is what it is. You know, Boston were probably always going to win this game if you looked at it on paper. And, well, they demolished us. So you can't act too surprised, but you also can't say, well, it's an excuse. We have to play better. We have to be closer. We have to provide a little bit more of a contest. But regardless, another loss for the Nets. We have to win some soon because we got a tough road ahead. But hopefully reinforcements are on the way. And by reinforcement, I'm talking some really, really good reinforcement. But, obviously, when KD comes back, when Kyrie comes back, when Simmons comes back, not that he never left or ever left, it remains to be seen. But that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll be back here in a couple days. Drop a like, subscribe. You know the deal. You know the gist. But that's going to be it. So have a great rest of your day, whatever's left of it. But yeah, thank you. And peace out, everyone. Have a good one.